And she has a missing sister that has been missing since 1993. And she says it becomes all about the not knowing. Carol, JLR Investigates, I'm going to bring you on, and you're going to talk about, what's going on with your families, you missing a loved one and not knowing. I think that's important to hear a voice. Carol, I'm going to call you in a second. 202 number coming through, Carol. So give me shortly here. We'll get you on. Your sister Lola Fry from Indiana, missing since 1993.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Oh, it's been forwarded to voicemail. Try it again. Try you again, Carol. Oh, she's calling me. Hello, Carol.
Hey, JLR, how are you?
I'm doing fine. Thank you. Thank you for willing to talk.
No, thank you. Please don't leave.
Please don't leave.
If you leave, it's dying down. When my sister, I'm just going to go straight into it because I know everybody gets busy, but when my sister came up missing, we had all the media there in the beginning, blah, blah, blah. We had the Indiana State Police at my house. We had, everybody was involved. Every day, the story went down. Every day, the hope went down. But we still have hope 33 years later. I'm not kidding. I just had a psychic last week and a half ago, do a reading. I kid you not. So 33 years later, we're still have hope. But the thing about this case is the fact that they've got some pictures and they're not talking. I don't understand it, because when the news media was at my house and my mom and dad's house, we wanted them because we needed them to be out. We needed her name to be out. And thank you for letting me put my name and my sister's name out on your thing, because Nancy needs to be found.
Carol, let's talk about your sister Lola Fry. What happened here in Indiana in 1993? That's a long time ago.
1993, I lived in Castleton, in the Castleton area. We lived in a place called Bridgewater. Mm-hmm. In 1993, the night that Kathy came up missing, it was storming. I remember this because we've been over it 100,000 times. Kathy vanished off the face of the earth.
So she's called Kathy. She's by her middle name, Catherine. So Kathy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kathy. That's what we called her. Mm-hmm. Thank you. And what happened was, during that night, she was at, I don't know what she was doing, truthfully. I just hear from what the Indiana State Police over the years said. But what happened was, during the night, supposedly the code of silence had been broken with this group of people that she was with, and she was either hit in a bathroom or she fell. And they all got afraid, and they wrapped her up in a blanket, and two people from her location took her and did something with her body and her car. To this day, we still have nothing.
How old was Kathy when she vanished?
Kathy was 28.
Was she married, had a husband, boyfriend?
No, she was single. And she had an ex-boyfriend. His name, I'm going to say his name, John Riker, from Indianapolis.
John Riker.
Yeah. He failed the polygraph twice, and they don't care. He failed it twice. It came up inconclusive. And one of the questions, from what I understood, that he was asked, did you have anything to do with Kathy's disappearance? Each time it came up inconclusive. Now, I don't know. To me, I thought that meant that he knew and he just didn't say. I don't really know what it means, truthfully. Inconclusive, what they said. But the thing about you staying there with Nancy, I want to make sure you hear me. You staying there with Nancy and bringing Nancy to light every day, please don't leave, because when everybody leaves, it becomes a very, very sad situation. It took me 3 years. 3 years. We used to go out every day. My mom and my dad and my sister. I kid you not. And we had people. We go out every weekend because we found out where she came up missing from. You want to know how it all started?
Sure, go ahead. Use your
Okay,
voice. Go ahead, share.
Oh, thank you, thank you. It all started a Monday morning. My sister from Fort Wayne called. She said, Carol Ann, because that's what my family calls me, Carol Ann. You say Kathy? I said, no, I didn't know. And I had my mom and my dad over for breakfast and my nieces. And I had my little girl. And she said, well, Kathy was supposed to show up and she didn't make it. So we don't know where she's at. And I said, well, okay. So I told my mom, I said, well, need to go find out where Kathy's at. Mom said, she didn't go to Fort Wayne? I'm like, no. And we didn't think no more about it, right? So I hung the phone up, and it was within 3 hours we realized something was wrong. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I filed a missing persons report. I filed that because the lady that worked with my ex-husband, her husband was a Indiana state policeman, and she kept saying, you need to file a missing persons report. So Thursday we did. And from that day forward, here we are.
Wow.
Yeah.
33
Come to
years.
Indiana. Come to Indiana. JLR, come to Indiana. This thing about missing persons, it's horrible. It's horrible what it does to you mentally.
So tell me about that. Like what like every other day or every day you're thinking about Kathy?
Oh, in the beginning, it's every day, every hour, every 5 minutes. I couldn't even let my little girl play outside in her backyard because I was scared to death somebody was going to take her. 3 years, I had a nervous breakdown. On the third year, my dad finally said, Carol Ann, you can't do it no more. I said, no, I can't. Because we would go out and we would see a rock, a white rock, and I would pass out just about.
Oh, I'm
so
sorry.
Finally, oh, no, don't be sorry. It's what really happens when people come up missing that you love. Lauren Spears here in Bloomington, Indiana. That poor lady, that child was at the college, and they still don't know anything.
So,
and it's like,
so like police, have they like still correspond with your family?
No, they don't. No.
Did they do at the beginning?
Oh, in the beginning, every day. I talked to Ron Bruce. He's since passed on. My mom and dad have since passed on. But in the beginning, the first 3 years, every single day, I talked to Ron Bruce. Then Ron Bruce retired from the case and went on. And then I talked to the next one. And then we had an in-between guy. Yeah. And so about a year ago, my sister goes, is Kathy's case still open? Because it since became a missing persons report and turned into a homicide.
Homicide investigation?
Yes. Yeah. And so I go, well, when did that turn? And so anyways, so we tried to get a hold of the cold case people in Indianapolis, but they don't want to talk to us.
Why?
They don't. It's 33 years old. They've moved on.
So you think certain individuals are involved?
I guarantee you, John Riker knows exactly what happened to her.
So who is this guy? Who is this guy?
John Riker is a gentleman who had a business, and Kathy and him had a crazy relationship. He used to be very violent toward her. I picked her up. I was getting my hair done one time, and I had to stop getting my hair done and go pick her up, and he tried to choke her to death.
Whoa.
I was like, oh, my God.
You seen it?
I seen her neck. I didn't see what he did.
Yeah.
And I grabbed Kathy, and I got her out of there because I was like, oh, my God. So we know that he was not good to her. And then he came up to my house because I'm very skeptic of people. I don't know. I just always have been. But he came up to my house one day, and I had that big house, and he knocked on the side door, and I thought, what are you doing? And I had my door locked, obviously. And he goes, I would come over to see you. I said, where's Kathy? And she was standing over by the garage door, and she was dying laughing. She goes, I told you. And we had went to eat, at that time it was called Blue Heron.
Mm-hmm.
We had went to eat lunch. And I told Kathy, I said, Kathy, I said, don't you know it's the people that know you that kill you? Very unlikely a stranger's going to come up and kill you. And I had an interview with the police. I told them everything we talked about at that lunch. And John Riker sat there and shook his head, yes. So I know for a fact that a missing person, a family member being missing, drains you emotionally. Because my dad was in a car one day with my sister. And my sister was crying so hard she couldn't even hardly tell me. But my dad said they laid her out there without a coat on because it was in November. And I went, oh my God, I never even thought about that. My worry was if she was hurt, could we help her? Where do we go and get her to help her? My dad was concerned about her not having a coat on. And I remember walking into the house one day in Fortville. My mom and dad lived in Fortville. And I kid you not, my mom was sitting at the table bawling. And I go, what is wrong? I said, it's going to be all right. We're going to find her. Mom said, no, Carol Ann, she's dead. I went, what? She goes, I know she's dead. Because she was so into the family. Mm-hmm. My sister called my mom about 15, 20 times a day. My sister was all about my mom, taking her to the mall, doing this. And my brother, oh my gosh, she got him through high school. She did everything. She'd pick him up every morning, take him to school, make sure she'd go out and buy him a bunch of clothes. And then all of a sudden, there was not a phone call. Nothing in her bank account changed. Her car was never found. She was never found. So.
Car too gone?
Oh, the car is gone. And it had the license plate Lola.
Lola on the license plate. The car has never been found.
Never been found.
Have you been open? Now, you know, there has been a lot of missing persons cases that I've seen in the last few years where somebody goes missing with their vehicle. Is there a possibility that the vehicle could be submerged in some sort of water somewhere?
Oh, yes. We had divers look at lakes and stuff. There was a map found at John Riker's. They did a search at John Riker's, and there was a map found, and there was a circle. So we had all of those bodies of water with the divers. You can find some of it online on Google when you search Kathy's name, because it shows, like Channel 8, I did a lot of interviews with Channel 8, and that's why I don't understand why Savannah's not talking.
Well,
because
you were doing, your family was doing all this talking to the media as much as you can.
Yes. I did. Every interview, I would go seek them. They finally got to know me so well. We did a benefit. It used to be Cassio's on Pendleton Pike. It used to be where Al Capone used to have a hiding place there called Cassio's. And we did a benefit for Kathy there to raise money to get a private investigator. You know, we're poor. We're not millionaires. So we did a benefit. My mom put this together, and I helped her, and my whole family was involved. We raised a bunch of money, and we got a private investigator. He did nothing. He went to the Indiana State Police. He sat in on a few things, what do you call them, meetings or whatever.
Called it a day.
And I promise you, he was done.
And took his money. Took his money.
Yep. Took the money and gone. And you want to know what his name is?
What's his name?
Don Johnson.
Don Johnson. Is he still around?
I kid you not. I have no idea. But I promise you, you keep a light on Nancy, you will bring out my sister Kathy. I've been in your chat since day one this thing started, because I happened to be on YouTube trying to figure out, oh my God, because I wanted to come there.
Oh, you did?
I wanted to come there. Huh?
Why were you going to come here?
I wanted to come and meet you and have a picture of my sister. Nancy's not the only one missing.
There's lots of families going through the same thing. Lots. Yeah. I mean, countless and countless. We could say thousands, right?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Every day. But if there's something you can do to shine a light on more people and keep Nancy in the media, do it, JLR. I'm telling you. Do it. Don't let this die down. I mean, what do you need from us to keep this going?
Oh, I don't need anything. Oh, I have my phone and my tripod. I'm
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for letting me put Kathy's name out there, and thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you
Do
for
not,
sharing about Lola
yeah,
Kathy Fry. So anyone out
Lola
there
Catherine Fry,
want to
please.
check out the case of Lola Kathy
Yeah,
Fry, this is Carol Ann, her sister, and
yes,
it's been
yes,
33 years of, we'll just
yeah.
say, hell,
It's time,
torture, uncertainty,
yes,
unknown.
yeah. And believe me, there's no way Savannah's going back to work right now. It's impossible.
Why?
It's impossible because mentally you can't. Because you're thinking every moment of the day, especially right now.
Until you get some resolution, until you
Yeah,
find
yeah,
where she is, correct?
yeah. That is correct.
I've
Until you
always said,
those,
no,
yeah.
not to cut you off, Carol Ann, I've always said the unknown eats you alive
Oh, it takes
more
you
than the
down.
know. It's better just to
Yeah,
know. It's better just
yeah,
to know. The unknown, the
yeah.
uncertainty can really rattle, and I'm sure all of us go through uncertainties on things.
Mhm.
And
But
we
this
want
is
answers
different.
on certain things. Yes.
Yeah, this is different. They need, if Nancy has passed, which a couple of psychics have told me, I told them to get a hold of you. Um, if Nancy has passed, like they've said, the family needs her remains. They need to put her to rest because you need a place to cry over. You need a place to take flowers. You just, that's our human nature. We need that. They need her. I used to cry so hard at night because I needed to hold Kathy's hand. Because, we were 1 and 2, she was 28, I was 29. So we grew up, same school, same grade, basically, right there together. Mom had 5 kids, 6. She had 6, including Kathy. And so we were stepladder. But Laverne and Kathy ended up being the closest. But as growing up, me and Kathy used to be playmates. And I needed to hold her hand one more time. And she came to me in a dream. And she held my hand. And she said, Curlan. She never could say Carolan. She called me Curlan.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, it's okay. I'm okay. The crying, I never thought I could cry as much as I've cried. And neither Savannah, those tears when she goes to sleep at night are there. Those tears in her eyes are there when she wakes up. And for somebody to say, why is she not crying? I guarantee you that woman's crying. She's laying on her bed and she's crying. And the tears will not stop. Because not knowing, when you love someone like your sister, mom, and dad, those tears come naturally. And it's a pain that's unlike no other. I promise you. So people say, oh, she's going to go back to work. She's not. No, she's not. No, she's not. Until she's able to wake up and go, okay, she's with Jesus or she's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
I
sad.
say, yeah, I
So
say now
sad.
Kathy's with Jesus. And where mom passed away, we put Kathy on mom's headstone. And when dad passed away, we put Kathy on dad's headstone. So now I have a place to put my flowers and my tears. And they need the same. They need you to stay. Don't leave. Do not leave. Do whatever you got to do to stay. Because
Yes.
Savannah needs to be talking. Somebody needs to be talking. That sheriff, oh my God. Can I say something about that sheriff?
Sure, go ahead.
He needs to retire yesterday.
Yesterday.
Oh
Why?
my God.
Why?
He has so incompetent. I watched the things where he did. I was like, is this a joke?
Like for what? Like what things did you see him do?
Oh my God. Oh my God. The way he handled a press conference, he'd act like he'd never been in a meeting before. What did he think? This is people. Nancy Guthrie is Savannah Guthrie's mom. Did he think people were going to come in? When the second one, when he talked about something happened, he goes, well, I want to start with this first. Then I'm sorry that happened to whatever happened to those people. We're here to talk about Nancy. We're here to figure out what we can do to help. And he was just so incompetent. And he was not funny. And the fact that he was doing those interviews, he didn't even do an interview with the whole room. That man was not a speaker. And if you're not a speaker, get a speaker. I guarantee you, the Indiana State Police, when they did the news conferences over Kathy, they spoke clearly. They spoke about Kathy. They spoke about her case. And they knew how to answer questions. For God's sakes. I don't know. And then he wants us to feel sorry for him? No. Man, you need to go on and retire and turn. Please, FBI, take the case. Please. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Take the case. God. JLR, go up there and sit at the sheriff's office. Tell me, I will come with the big sign. FBI, take over now, please.
Well, thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for sharing Kathy's story, Carol Ann, and I appreciate it very much. And pray for Nancy. And it's good to hear from someone that has a family like yours that has still going through it, still wants answers. And
yeah, it never goes away. And thank you, JLR.
All right, be safe out there.
You have a great day.
You too.
Do not move from your spot, man. Don't move.
All right, thank you. I'm here for now. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.